Hello, boys and girls. So this time I would like to talk about what contents should be included in your test. Now, let me show you a sample. You can take a look at this sample. As you can see, your report should compose of 4 sections. Namely, number 1, recommended proposal. Second section, implementation. Number 3, elaboration on benefits. And number 4, the last paragraph, called conclusion. First paragraph, recommended proposal is a rather straightforward paragraph because you just need to state the proposal chosen by your boss here. For example, if your boss has chosen the proposal called opening a new store, setting up a new store. So what you'll be writing here is, it is recommended that a new store be opened, or it is recommended that a new store be set up. And then the second part will be, among the 3 options, among the 3 proposals, this one is the most feasible, the most cost effective, etc. So you can take a look at page 126, page 126 of your textbook. Now, let's move on to the second section, which is a very big paragraph section, implementation. So let's see how many paragraphs are here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for the first paragraph is also a very straightforward section because it talks about when you implement the recommended proposal, how much, what is the budget, what is the cost that you suggest the company allocate. So you will use the structure to implement the recommended proposal. For example, $5,000 would be required. And after full stop, you will see another sentence talking about a date. So the date usually refers to when the proposal should start. So for the word start, you can also use the word commenced. So after talking about the budget and date, so we will talk about what we can do to make the proposal more effective or convincing. So again, you will need to refer to the keywords given on your page on your test paper. After that, the number 3 and the number 4 paragraphs are very similar. Both of them also talk about the concerns. So as you may remember, in part 1, for each initial proposal, you will see 2 concerns. So in part 2, your test paper, you will see the solutions. You will see the solutions suggested to deal with the 2 concerns. So you will start the sentence, you will start the paragraph by saying, to address the concern about, for example, if the concern is about manpower, so you put the word manpower, to address the concern about manpower. And then this is the suggestion. So again, the suggestion, you will need to make use of the keywords given, make use of the points given on your test paper in part 2. So for this paragraph, you're doing something very similar again. So that is to talk about a concern, but we can use a different structure. We can say to deal with the issue, so that you do not need to use the same sentence pattern called the addressed concern. You can use to deal with the issue, or you can also say to tackle the problem of. For implementation, for all these 4 paragraphs, they are rather straightforward. Now, let's move on to the second section. It should be the number 3 section, the third section of the proposal. It is called the elaboration on benefits. So for elaboration on benefits, so as you can tell from the name, you will need to keep talking about the benefits. You will elaborate. That is, you need to make the sentence longer. You need to explain why we have this benefits. So to start with this section, we will put one sentence here. That is to say, oh, this proposal will bring a lot of benefits to the company or to the staff. This proposal will bring benefits to the community and to citizens. So for these words, I would say it depends on here. It depends on the context again. All right. So sometimes it may be bringing the benefit to the company, but sometimes it may bring the benefits to the community. So you have to see again part 2, your test paper. And then you will see 3 very similar paragraphs, right? So the first line, it is a headline. It is a heading. Okay? So this is the heading. So the heading should be in a noun phrase. You can also use ing form. For example, if the benefit is about improving communication, all right, improving communication. So you can put the word improving communication, and after that, you will spend like 3 to 4 sentences to give a little bit background information about the this point, this benefit, and the reason. And again, very important, the elaboration. This, I would say, for these 3 paragraphs, it requires a lot more skills than these 4 paragraphs. So I'm going to record another video which focuses on writing elaboration on benefits. All right? So I will talk about it in detail in next video. All right. After finishing the elaboration, talking about the benefits, the elaboration of benefits, so here comes the conclusion. Again, conclusion is very straightforward one. Just say that among the 3 proposed ways, opening a new store is the best option. So we have all the above benefits in mind. It is hoped that the management of the company will find this proposal convincing and of use to the company. Okay, so don't forget, the total number of words of this test should be between 300 to 350 words. Remember, you have to make sure that you need to meet the word limit. Don't write less than 300 words. So in the next video, I'll be talking about how you can prepare for this session, the elaboration on benefits. I will see you in the next video.